Hi to whoever's in here. So we just got here, and our friend who does the drone footage of the backyard and all around the house of the laundries, he is known as Nerdy Addict on TikTok. He told us that when we arrived, that Dog the Bounty Hunter. Hey guys, and he has some questions because apparently with the video footage of the backyard, they noticed that kayaks have been moved from one spot of the yard to another and that one of them is missing. So they want to know a little bit more information about that. I'm going to zoom in really quick. Those flowers right there on the ground are flowers that were sent in memory of Gabby. Roberta Laundrie was trying to throw them away, and they reported her to city council saying this was Gabby's residence as well and that they deserve to be there. So she's forced by the town to leave the flowers there, but she was trying to throw them away. Good morning, TJ. Hey, Jason. Hey, Debbie. Nora, how's it going?
Can you hear me?
What?
What do you say about the canoes? You say something about the canoes?
Yeah, they were two kayaks. They had two kayaks.
Two or is it
They had
moved?
two kayaks and one is missing and has been relocated from one spot to another. Hey, Misty. Hey,
What's going on? How
Stacy.
you doing?
Hi, how are you? Oh my god, sorry about that.
Hey, what's up, Andra? How about you?
Andra is here. Wave to the live, Andra. I'm going to be drilling her and asking her a couple questions in a little bit.
Yes.
Putting her on the spot. Time is definitely up. Yeah, it's a scumbag thing to do, isn't it? It's horrible. And so, anybody that wants to know, here is the memorial that people are walking up and able to put down. The laundry basket is still here for dirty laundry. We have a rest in peace Gabby poster. All the flowers are dying. It's a shame. Everybody was getting upset about people sending fake flowers, but you know, they last longer. Jason, you're right. They need to come forward. Casey was on the news this morning on ABC asking her brother to turn himself in.
So were you the one that got the footage outside of Cassie's?
No, it's Jonathan.
And she seemed pretty
He's pretty open.
honest.
Yeah.
We absolutely are dealing with selfish people.
A local one?
Yeah, I'm with Boston.
It's really terrible because, I mean, they're doing nothing but just living their best lives in their backyard. If you've seen the drone footage on TikTok from the Nerdy Addict, the house is huge and it's a huge backyard and they have a swimming pool, and he caught footage of Roberta and Chris Laundrie gardening, just peaceful, happy, normal, regular day, gardening in their backyard. As soon as they saw the drone, they went up and left the house. They won't come forward because they helped him and they know it. They gave him a 5-day head start, and they took Casey to go camping with them and Brian, and I think the reason they did that was because they wanted her to have one last day with her brother, you know, like a goodbye kind of thing. Don't, you know, hold me to it. It's just my opinion. Everything that I say is just my opinion, my thoughts, what I'm feeling. It's nothing set in stone. That's just what I'm thinking about that situation. Trooper, I agree. I absolutely agree. So all the cars are still in the same place. The camper's still there.
This morning and let them know I was one of the protesters that interviewed.
The flowers at least are still
Yeah,
there.
good.
And nothing's there. Oh, and this window over here, the one in the far left, the blinds are cracked, as you can see. Hey doll. That's the window that they look out of. As you can see, the other one, their blinds are pretty closed. But every now and then you see those blinds right there separate, and they stare at us. So I wave at them.
That's awesome.
I also believe Cassie knows more. When she said that the FBI doesn't need that we don't need to know everything that the FBI knows, that was a little ignorant. However, she did give some information that nobody else knew, and we were able to get that information, thankfully. And so people are complaining that we're harassing them and that we need to mind our businesses and go home. Hey, Metal Joe. And people are saying, you know, we should be arrested for harassment and disturbing the peace. And that's fine. Whatever. We're peacefully protesting. We're not burning down buildings or knocking down monuments. We're just here. And because of that, Casey finally got tired of it and came out and told us some stuff. And now they know exactly, I don't know, maybe 10% more than they knew before. And if it wasn't for us being so persistent, they wouldn't have that. She is full of crap. She did, but she was told that we will not come back to her residence again unless we find out that anything she told us was fabricated. So if we find out that it was a lie, we're going back. I'll go back today just for shits and giggles. I don't really care. I didn't make that promise. Hey, Stacy. I don't think they'll ever talk till they meet. Yeah, I agree. Apparently the FBI told them not to answer any questions, which I'm not sure how much I believe that. But who knows? I've never dealt with the FBI before. I am not a criminal. And I'm not withholding evidence from anybody. So, as I do every time I go live, I like to shout out the address, because some people might want to send a letter telling them how despicable they are. So the address is 4343 Wabasso Avenue in Northport, Florida. It's Wabasso. Hey, wife, mom, boss, welcome. It'd be great if you were here.
The one that was setting that all up and had all the speakers and stuff for that, and we did.
Oh no, and you made it pretty far from home, didn't you, Metal Joe?
Yeah.
Apparently, there's rumors that they found his campsite, and apparently, Dog had turned in some evidence to the police. I want to say yesterday. It could have been the day before. I actually have been out here every day, and it's super hot. It's like in the upper 90s right now. Not an excuse, but the sun beats you up. My body was hurting, my feet were throbbing, and I just needed a day to not be standing. I just wanted to have a day off, so I missed the excitement with Cassie. I'm amazed there are some people outraged over standing in front of the house, but they're okay with exactly Nikki. If it was a BLM protest, everybody would be okay with it. They want them running their mouths. She appears to be sincere. Nora, I want to say that I believe probably about 85% of what she says. And I'm not really going to say I believe 100% or 95%, because even though she came forward and gave a statement, and even though she went on the news and asked Brian to turn himself in, it's still her brother at the end of the day, and I do believe that she still wants to protect him. So I do think that she was as honest as she felt she could be without being completely betraying her family. I have had a family full of law enforcement, and they definitely want people talking. That's how they can. Exactly. The more information you give and come out with, the more, information that we can gather, the faster we can solve the case. Wife, mom, boss, I am not sorry. I should yell at them. If they don't speak, they will be in jail and not able to see their grandbaby. That's right. That's why I'm giving out the address. I do not mind it. We're not allowed to knock on their door.
The lady from ABC. I'm sorry. I guess the lady from ABC. The corporate center down here.
Yeah, she was out here yesterday as well.
Inside Edition's calling and all that.
White Boy Lockdown Radio's here. Say hi to the people.
What up? What up? She said that
You here to support Gabby?
Inside Edition called and
Thank you, Glenn.
what's his name?
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Oh, I don't know who the guy in the blue shirt is, but he's probably gonna ask you for pictures.
I'll take
if
pictures.
You could take pictures.
And I'll even ask her some questions.
I think
Misty
it's
said
ABC.
hi.
What's up, Misty?
Debbie
Hey, shout
said
out
hi.
to my Patriot Misty. Shout out from the East Coast. What's up, Misty?
If
I know you'd be out here if we were over there. I know
Misty
you
would be here with us, right by our sides. I agree. I believe their weakness would be Casey's kids. I believe that, I do believe that the family is withholding information because Casey would be the weakest link out of everybody and would break the fastest. However, I don't really know. I can't say. It's just speculations and thoughts.
Let me see how long she's gonna be out here today. I gotta tell her that we only have an hour.
All right.
She's got an interview at 12:30 with Inside Edition, I think. They contacted her. Isn't that crazy?
That's awesome. I'm happy. Good for her. The Laundries nurse needs to break. Yeah, you're right. So apparently somebody from the news is going to ask me for pictures since I'm here and doing this all the darn time. So in return, I'm going to ask her some questions and I'm going to do a video. And hopefully she answers as best as she can. I know she can't give me information and whatnot, but it's worth a try. She can give me mediocre, iffy, wishy-washy answers. I'll be happy with that because you can read through the lines sometimes. Body language, facial expressions. You can kind of tell which way they lean. Doll, I wish you could be here. I was just going to say, I do not know. What do y'all think? Do we think that Brian's still alive and on the run, or do we think that maybe he offed himself? Jonathan's not here right now. I'm not sure where he is.
He's on his way.
Oh, he's on his way.
He's on his way, but it sucks. We gotta go early, But let me see how long they're gonna be out here today.
It's 50-50 at you leading towards alive. Bailey thinks he's still on the run. I think, no, I'll do it on my own. I don't want to be interrupting somebody else's. I'm not stealing no one's thunder. I think that he probably still is on the run, but how much longer does he have before he runs out of funds and resources and is able to provide care for himself? I don't really know that answer. Everyone told me that he, that if the parents and the sister got arrested, that he would turn himself in. But I think he's too selfish and would put himself first. And I do not think that he would.
Eddie.
You know what, wife, mom, boss, I was thinking that too for a couple days. I'm not really sure one way or another, but I was thinking that. Parents definitely do know more. I'm gonna take a little spin and show you guys how many people are here at the moment. So we have one gentleman sitting under an umbrella. We have a man sitting under a tent. We have a homeowner who's renting his house out to these news crews people. And then we have a couple people over here. I read about that too, that he's a really good outdoorsman and can can handle himself and as a survivalist.
What does Dirty Nerd say about? So the cops took the tip from his drone. Is that what he said?
Yeah, Dog the Bounty Hunter saw Nerd Addict his drone footage from the backyard, and so did the police, and that's why they all contacted him. But how friggin' cool is that? What if I caught something on my phone and all of a sudden Dog the Bounty Hunter called? That'd be badass. You know damn well I'd be getting a picture taken with him.
We only got like an hour today, but
Yeah, the parents absolutely know 100% more. I think they know. They might not know his exact whereabouts now, but they know that he's alive. They knew where they dropped him off at, where he was. I think that they know everything up until the point where he started hitchhiking through the woods. Yeah, the basket's still there.
And it's so weird. Like I'm trying to remember.
Gabby's life does matter.
Last day will be tomorrow. I'll be out for later, but tomorrow, and then I've got to go home.
Scottish Les, thanks for joining.
Oh. Iowa. Trump rally.
Yeah, we'll be filling in for you when you're gone.
Sunday afternoon. And then we'll be back out here on Monday. So if you can get some of your supporters or something.
Anybody in Florida feel like coming out to Northport? It's going to be just my husband and I out here Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And Andra and Jonathan aren't going to be here. But if anybody is in the Florida area that would like to take a trip and come hang out with us, you're welcome to. I'm your new subscriber watching from Mississippi. Hey, Mama Bear, thank you for coming over and subscribing. Welcome. I'm not that entertaining, but I try sometimes. If anything, I'm kind of dumb, so you'll get a few laughs. Misty says he's too much of a wimp to off himself. I think that desperation does a lot to people. And if he's still in Florida, which I don't think he is, but if he is, it's hotter than Satan's balls out here. I mean, there's only so much outside time I enjoy. Thank you, Bailey, for subscribing. We are doing as best as we can. We believe in the truth and honesty and 100%. And as everybody knows, the news media and everybody that likes to be reporters, they do not always tell the exact whole truth, or they cut bits and pieces out and they let you know what they want you to know.
They drive the narrative. They drive the narrative. They cut to drive the narrative. And if it doesn't match their narrative, it's cut out.
Exactly. So I cannot cut shit out of the live. You're watching it as it's happening.
Yeah.
If there's any action going on, you're seeing it as well as me. And
I wish the FBI would be here to arrest these people.
The freaking first day we were out here, the FBI were trolling the streets and up and down, in and out in the camper, and now I haven't seen them. I'd like to ask them a question or two.
I'm ready to start going to protest in front of the FBI building, demand them to start.
Oh, somebody mentioned possibly protesting in front of Pinch a Penny, where James works.
Well, it's not gonna. Yes, we would do that if they didn't come out and interview with us yesterday. They came out and interviewed with us yesterday. We found them to be mostly
Cece,
honest.
you're probably right.
You know, mostly honest.
I say about 85%.
Yeah, but for the most part, I think they answered all of our questions. They were very calm. We don't need to disturb them. We gave them our word that the only reason why we would be coming back is if one, if we found out they were lying, and two, if there's new information coming. Hey, Jonathan, he has arrived.
His parents have jobs. Apparently they're business owners and they have 3 businesses, like a juicing company up in New York. I'm not sure how well their businesses are thriving right now. However, apparently they're worth a lot of money.
I can tell you something interesting people don't know is that
Hi, Lisa.
Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito actually lived here first.
For a year, over a year.
But they lived here first with his sister and her husband and the kids to try to get them back on their feet before they moved over to Lakewood Ranch. They moved over to Lakewood Ranch, and their parents came in from New York and moved in here with Gabby and Brian.
Oh, that's how
So
it happened. I thought it
we-
was the opposite, that the kids moved in with them.
No, the Brian and Gabby actually moved here from New York to stay with his sister, Cassie, and her husband, James.
Okay.
So, yeah, and when they moved into Lakewood Ranch, mom and dad came from New York and came here. We asked them, had he been violent with her? And she says, no. I, I don't
But
know.
she shook her head yes when she was saying no.
Yeah, like body language didn't add up, and I really don't believe that aspect because, I think they did have spats. She said they did have spats, but nothing that rise to the level of domestic violence. And I think that's a perception. That's a perception issue.
Well, the neighbors told us themselves that they heard screaming and fighting from that house multiple times.
On multiple occasions. We got the same information when we canvassed the neighborhood. So the idea
Again,
that
I
this
can't
didn't
say whether or not
happen-
that's an accurate statement or not, but I can tell you 100% that the neighbors did tell us that.
And she also slipped up. If you listen to the video, she goes in to say, I was abused and she went to go say like my brother did, and she's like, what's being alleged my brother did? She caught herself. Like there was so many different things that she had to catch herself on in the interview, but for the most part, I thought it was truthful enough that we will back off her house.
I might take a drive by. I wasn't there. I didn't promise not to go.
Right.
So I might take a spin past every now and again.
Right. And
Andra, do you need Andra?
Yeah, I just want to interrupt.
All right. I'm going to get back with, hey, Stacy Knight, thank you for subscribing. She does, I know, I read that comment, but I didn't want to cut in. Techno Girl, she does remind me of Beth. Sweet as pie, I love her. I'm going to do a couple video interviews, separate videos, after I get off the live with Jonathan and with Andra, and just ask them a couple questions that I can post on my YouTube for you guys to see. I think that, there's some questions that I'd like to ask, but I'd like to have it in a video and not on a live, because nobody wants to watch a live just to get to interviews. They do not have their megaphone with them today. Are we leaving megaphones home now?
no, I've been on the megaphone every morning,
Oh,
all
cool.
morning.
When you go out of state, can I borrow it until you get back?
Yeah.
Because it's more fun when I could be loud.
Yep, but just remember on the weekends, the officers are stationed out here. During the week, they're not. We haven't had any problems so far yesterday and so far today forcing us off our megaphones. If you noticed on the weekends, we had our 2 officers here. That
Saturday, yeah, they didn't leave.
That Saturday and Sunday. They would not
That's
let
right.
us. Yep, they would not let us on, and we could only shout. That's why my voice is shot.
And then we had the sheriff's department babysitting us at Casey's house.
Yeah.
I
But
tell
they
you,
let us do what we want to do. There.
they're really nice. Actually, I tried to ask the police officers here.
Yeah.
I said, can I ask you a few questions? Nothing that you have to say,
Right.
actual evidence or whatever. And he said, no, I can't answer any questions. And I'm like, well, you don't have, you can shrug your shoulders or whatever. But he said, I really can't. But then I'm talking to the sheriff over Casey's house, and he's having a whole conversation telling me what he thinks and how he feels. I was going to ask him if I can get a couple questions on camera, but my husband told me not to.
Yeah, some of them are a little different than others. This is a sticky situation, and I think there's a big.
They are from New York.
There's a huge spotlight on Northport City police officers because they didn't watch this house good enough. I don't blame the street cops. I blame the hierarchy in the
Right.
police department that have dropped the ball because they're the ones that direct their street cops on what they need to be doing that day. So somebody dropped the ball. Somebody failed the Petito family with the Northport City Police. Brian Laundrie should have never been able to escape. He should never been able to go on a camping trip unattended, unwatched by surveillance.
Right. No offense taken, Metal Joe. I don't support Biden whatsoever. I am, however, a Trumper. Ask Andra if she could tell them to mow their lawn through the blowhorn. Actually, I wanted to know, who is it that I have to call to report it? Like the city township?
We've already reported it.
Oh, we
It's
did?
It's not long enough yet.
Their grass is not long enough to be reported to get them forced to cut it. All right, let me see. Good morning, baby girl. wasn't ready to. Oh, you're having a baby, Elisa. Good for you. Congratulations. I keep looking at comments and then I put my hand down and I'm showing you guys the damn road. I apologize about that. Yeah, Technogirl, Dallas is a little bit of a hike from here, but if you do decide to come on out here, you're more than welcome to. Let me go ask. I think the police might have something, but they won't. Yeah, I agree with you, Evil Skull. When are you gonna go back on the megaphone? My followers would like to. At noon, she's going to go live on her megaphone. We are. Actually, I was told that I'm not doing anything but standing around recording video. I heard that on somebody's live today. But I do get involved with yelling every now and again. But I can't yell louder than 2 people on megaphones and 1 person on a speaker. So I ask questions and I record, and I'm here every day, all day, burning my butt off, standing on my feet. But apparently that's not good enough for some people. Andra is an activist. She has a TikTok and a Twitter and a Facebook. She's not on YouTube. Thank you, Tara. What's the temperature? I can't see what it says because I'm live. However, it's hot as hell. Yes, Lone Ranger. Andrea has been here. Is this your 10th day here?
I think this is our 9th full day here. We started Monday.
It's her 9th day here. It's my 5th or 6th. I'm losing count of days. I know, everybody wants to talk shit, but I'm out here, you know, actually doing something and trying to show the truth of what's going on and getting ridiculed and harassed and having hate messages sent to me. But you know what? It's fun. Thank you, Technogirl. The dirty laundries don't care one bit. They seem so cold-hearted. They really are, CC. I think that they, Molly is not here anymore, no. I think that they just don't give a shit. Honestly, I don't think that they care. You're welcome, Mama Bear. I do ignore them, Norma. I have all my comments set for hold for review. So people think that they're cussing me out and insulting me and even threatening me. I've had a few people threaten me. They think their comments are going to be posted and visible for everybody to see, like they're, you know, king ding-a-ling. But I go through my hold for review. It's easier for me because I see everybody's message personally. I approve it personally, and then I go and I comment back. I want to make sure that I don't miss any comments, and I respond to all of the people that are kind enough to leave me comments. So the negative, hateful messages go right into my hold for review section and they get deleted. I'm not a hateful person. I am not going to insult anybody or fight with anybody. I am going to simply just do my thing peacefully and mature and adult, and that's it. I'm not going to engage in anybody's nonsense. If people want to make, you know, an ass of themselves and feel better about themselves with their Twitter fingers, because they know they could say whatever they want to say to me, but they're never going to see me. I mean, half of you don't even live in the state of Florida, and there's only 117 people in here. So, you know, I don't even know where everybody else is from that's threatening me, but it is what it is. I'm not going to engage in it. I have no need for negativity. I am all about peace and happiness. Saul, you're right. A lot of people would not. I am on Twitter, Nora. Damaged goods with no regrets. And damaged goods with no regrets on TikTok. I only started it because, hi Kim. I only started it because my husband told me to. But I'm actually doing a lot of scrolling because it's keeping me up to date on some of the stuff that people are posting on the case. And I follow Andra, and I follow Jonathan, and some other people that I know that I can trust, like that I know that are here with me. So I know that I can trust their footage. So that's what I've been doing. I recently got into the world of TikTok. Lord help me. Yes, Saul, and animals. I am all about my animals. I run an animal rescue. They exercise their right to remain silent, like to the T. They do. I know for a fact they would definitely regret it. Is the drone guy still here? He is here. He's sitting in his car soaking up the AC. This girl is the best, y'all. Thanks, Kim. I appreciate it. We need more drone footage. I agree. Can't find me on Twitter. I'm on Twitter and YouTube. I'm just not a YouTuber, Metal Joe. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm on Twitter. I'm new to all of this. Like, this is I've been here 6 days. This is my 5th day going live. It was an animal channel, and I was doing it all on my animals, anybody I rescued, anybody I took and adopted out, different, you know, I mean, like I've had possums, I've had all kinds of things. We need to buy me. Leon Shark, I'm sorry. I will stop moving, I promise. It's anxiety, I think, or I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. Anyway, I was sitting around the fire one night talking to my husband, and I said I want to get out of the animal rescue thing. Even though I run a rescue, I don't want to do my videos on rescues or anymore. I want to make a difference. I want, you know, things to make, you know, sense, and I want to be able to make a difference in people's lives and help people. Can we see who's there? Is someone there peeking through the... Not at the moment. Alright, so we just have Andra and then 2 gentlemen over here. My husband, White Boy Lockdown Radio, is walking towards us. If I flew down, I don't know. The cops said that they would allow drones. I think there was somebody in the swimming pool. That's what it looked like. And then I'm not sure where Jonathan went. He showed up and disappeared. He's like Houdini. I saw was Roberta outside. The dog in my profile was rescued. Awesome! I fostered for a dog rescue, and I'd have 5 or 6 pit bulls in my house at any given time. I'd go to transport, pick them up from the bus. I had a big truck at that point, and bring them home with me. And I'd take them to adoption events every weekend. It was a lot of work, a lot of driving, a lot of time and money, but it was worth it. I focused on pit bulls mainly because they are the ones that need the most help and attention, and I do a very thorough check. You're not gonna get away with any shenanigans if you're adopting an animal from me. Oh, the airport might not. Oh, I got it. I figured that I am going to still post some animal videos. Like I rescued a hedgehog the other day. I got a phone call at like 10 o'clock at night, and they said, do you take in hedgehogs? And I said, yeah, I take in anything. And I had a cage, so I went up in the attic the next morning and I got it out, and she brought it to me. And I've been playing with them. I've been calling it a him. I named him Spike. I wanted to call him Larry, but nobody agreed with Larry. Larry the hedgehog. I guess that's not a great name. But I'm going to do a video doing a gender reveal because I have yet to actually sex him. So here in a couple days, I'm going to do a gender reveal, and everybody that wants to know what gender my hedgehog is that I have up for adoption, you're welcome to watch. You can see his little winky or his no spot. I'm going to put his undercarriage on camera. call it Sonic. Pit bulls are the best dogs. They really are. They're amazing.
You about ready, baby?
We gotta go?
I mean, unfortunately, yeah. We might be able to come back afterwards, though.
Alright, we're gonna try to come back afterwards. You can do both. I know the fact when those little eyes hit us, we can't help ourselves. Oh, yes. It's the same with me. My husband, he's a sucker. He allows me to do it, and he loves the animals, but he tells me no more. I can't take it anymore at the moment until I adopt some out. But then he knows that if I see something, I'm gonna take it in. So he tolerates me well. I'm going to end this live. I'm going to do one video for my page. I'm going to interview Andrew real quick. I have to run. I have an appointment somewhere. And then we're going to come back. So they can be pets, hedgehogs? Absolutely. They make good pets. Some are dicks, I'm not going to lie, but they make good pets for the most part. All right, y'all. I'll see you later. Thanks for joining me. Damaged goods with no regrets. And y'all, I will see you later. Take care.